I'm going to be in this meeting, I'm going to be sharing with you the details of course, the current realities. Everybody already knows that things are rough. So if you are looking out for solution, then we're going to be sharing with you a way out through a system that we are working on currently. I'm going to learn how to create a system of passive income in a space of 2 to 4 years. Learn how to travel on vacation, make friends, travel around the world for free, own your own home. Yes, so we have partners who can allow our partners access to homes without loan or collateral. Okay, so how all of this ties up is what you get to find out. So eventually, through the system that we have set up, we can help as many people create several things, from a healthy family, quality education, great home living condition, ability to spend on the things you want to spend on, not only on the things you can afford, and give back to society. And this is what living a life of fulfillment is. So having said all of that, it might be counterintuitive to you. Looking at what the economy is saying right now, you are asking in your head, is this woman in Nigeria? Yes, there's trouble in the land. But what is your economic strategy? Now, that question is for you. And if you're wondering how you can know what your economic strategy is like, it's a simple question that you will answer. If you stop working, or your business, your job, whatever it is you do to make money, if you stop it right now, how long will it take you to run out of money? How long? Now that tells you the quality, that tells you the how efficient your strategy is. If your strategy is one that would, if you stop, you're going to run out of money in the next 2 months, what now happens after that, right? And I want you to also put this in perspective. If you are doing whatever you're doing to make money right now, and your monthly income is somewhere around 350,000 naira, extrapolate this to the story of a man who started working in many years back, and his monthly income was 500 naira, which at the time was $700. He retires in 2016 on an income of 350, put together his business, his job, whatever it is, currently making a profit of 350. Right now, 350 is like $500 or less. So it then means that between the period of time till about 2016, if we do a calculation, this person has actually been slowly, consistently moving backwards. Now, what we find in a situation like this, which is what the world is looking like right now, Nigeria precisely, ultimately the earning power of the middle class is diminishing every day. Ultimately, the average graduate is on the street looking for a job that does not exist. Ultimately, a lot of upper class people who can no longer sustain the living conditions of when things seemed different can now, you now find that they are slipping into poverty slowly. You hear people say things and you realize that this is a case of I get them before. And you know what they say about that? I get them before, no be property. Now, what is the solution? What is the solution? And that is why we are here. That solution revolves around financial understanding. And I'm going to do that with a quick story. Now, many of us have heard before that, oh, whenever you want to solve a problem, or whenever you want to make money, look for a solution that you can prefer to a problem. And so in a scenario like this, there was a community that needed water, right? And two young men who picked out themselves to become solution providers in that community. They went there, they saw that there was no water, and they said, if only we can give water to this community, we would be rich. And so they started to figure out a way to give the community water. They did their scouting and found somewhere that they could find water. And what this meant for them was that if they make money, they will live the life that they want, which is how many people usually start their journey. You're hoping to find a way to make money so that you can travel, you can buy your dream cars, you can have vacation and all of that. And they did exactly that. They found a water well. It was very far. So the value that they were bringing to this community was to be able to fetch this water for them from afar and supply to these homes at 1,000 naira per home. Now, the most they could do in a day was 10 buckets. So which meant they would fetch 50 buckets in a week, which meant they would make 50,000 naira in a week, which meant in a month they would have made 200,000 naira. these boys are big boys, right? Right? They are big boys. And 1 year later, Peter attended a business training, just like you are here now. And he learned that in the world of money, there are 4 types of people. So guess what? Some of you are already doing something to make money. And after this class, you're going to learn about how you can, scale up your income. And after Peter had learned that there are 4 types of people in the world of money: the employee, who make money through employment, having a boss; the self-employed, who make money by working for themselves, which is where he fits in; the business owner; and the investor is another category of persons who is like, according to Rich Dad Poor Dad, you can start as an employee, you can start as a self-employed, but you shouldn't end there, right? Because the world, 95% of the world's wealth exists in the right-hand side. That's the red part, controlled by 5% of the world. So the best thing you can do for most people in the left-hand side is to move to the right-hand side, decongest that place for them, and try to move to where you can find residual income, leverage, financial freedom. And I'm going to tell you what all of this means in a while. So, Peter had learned that he can create, supplemental income and even create residual income if he can move to the business owner quadrant. So he's thinking, how can I make that move now? I'm ready for next level. And so he shared the idea with his friend James. And James says, you will need a huge capital, my guy. You will need to employ people. It might take us some time to actually make this work. And me, I don't think I have that time. This my business, or this our job is already taking too much of my time. I'm not sure if I'll be able to have time to begin to make this move to the business owner quadrant. After much thinking, James figured out that yes, it's not bad to make extra income, but that approach that Peter is just sharing right now had a lot of cons. Yes, it would be good, but there are some concerns that I have right now. So maybe I can just do what? Double up on my effort. And that's what many of us do. In a bid to increase our income, we decide to double up on our efforts. Guys, there's so much value in this meeting tonight. If you are here alone, you are wrong. Go and share the link with your friend. Okay, now James decides to start fetching 2 buckets of water. And if he's fetching 2 buckets of water, it means he now doubles his income, 400K. Again, if you choose to improve your earning by doubling your efforts, it means that you will never actually really have time for yourself. And that is what happened to James. So James started to work extra time, extra hard, to make ends meet, to make extra cash, right? And as you know it, most times when you have to work double, what suffers? What suffers? Find out. Right now, as it stands, James is making money, okay? He's making money. So 2 years down the line, he can afford to, go party on the weekends. He can afford to buy a plot of land. He can afford to...
Recording in progress.
He can afford to get a rented apartment, just living the life. I guess this is why people make money, right? Yeah, he's getting married. Now, when a guy starts to make money, what's the first thing that happens? Get married, build a family, Now, all of this is happening. How much does he make in a year? He makes 4.8 million naira in a year. Fast forward to 10 years down the line. Tan, 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 prostate issues, his waist is on fire. He's sick. The doctor says he needs 600,000 naira for his treatment every quarter. His rent is due 2.5 million naira. His car engine has knocked. It has been packed in the mechanic for months because he doesn't have 300,000 naira to pay. And in addition to that, there is children's school fees to pay. It choke. Altogether, 4.1 million naira. From how much again? 4.8 million naira, right? And Peter, on the other hand, I'm sure you're wondering, what's up with Peter? So Peter is here. While he was still trying to fetch this water, he was also making plans to move to the business owner quadrant. So now Peter found a company that does systemic supply of water. where that water that he's supposed to have fetched by himself, the company can lay pipes to households and supply the water. So in fact, the good thing about this opportunity now is that even though Peter was not able to reach all the households in that community, which would have meant more money for him, the company can now reach more households in that community. And eventually, that means they can supply more water. They can solve more people's problem at the same time. And as they do this, they still earn 1,000 naira that Peter would have made. But what's the deal? What's the catch for Peter? Peter decides that the partnership plan would be, instead of paying me off for connecting you to this community where you're now making 1,000 naira, from a household, just pay me 100K for 1,000, because they supplied 1,000 houses or 1,000 people water per day. So just pay me 100 naira, which meant 100K in a day. Now, when he was striking that deal like 8 years ago, right? 8 years ago when he was striking the deal, 100 naira, but 10 years down the line, the community can get water to 1,000 households and Peter can make 100K in a day. That meant 2.8 million naira monthly. And that meant even if Peter was sick on his sick bed, he can make 100,000 naira daily. And what does that teach you about the business owner quadrant? That all successful people have one thing in common, which is what we call leverage. Leverage is that power to earn more and more while working less and less, either by having people or money working for you. What did Peter do? Peter got people working for him. The partnership with the organization. Can you get that now? So eventually, James is sick. He cannot fetch water, no work, no money. So what is happening now? What happens to the community that doesn't have water? The company comes again and erects their pipeline to supply as many households water as possible. And now lots of households have water, and Peter can still make extra 100 naira per household every day. And this is town B. If he makes 100,000 naira from town A daily, he can make 100,000 naira from town B daily as well. This is what I call leverage passive income. Just doing what? Duplicating what worked in town A in town B without having to put in the work anymore. He did that work 8 years ago. Today he's leveraging. And Peter can move from town A to B to C to D to E to F to Z. Whatever your plans are to improve on your income, it better be around leverage income, because guess what? The time will pass anyway. 8 years will come and go. Will you still be working extra hard, or will you be leveraging? Now, what are the key to take away from this? Partnerships, leverage, and value give birth to what we call systems. It is systems that make the world go round. Now, Peter earns passive income. When you have a system, you can earn passive income. When you don't have a system, you earn active income, because you are the system. You are the one that puts in the work, that puts money in your pocket. So when you don't show up, you don't make money. When you have a system, the system is working in your absence. And when you don't show up, you can still make money. Now, Peter is chilling on maybe Bahamas under the coconut tree, sipping Calypso, watching his laptop, monitoring the business. Money is entering his account. So my boys and my girls, my men and women, ladies and gentlemen, financial freedom is when your passive income exceeds your expenses. Not when you are working hand to mouth. The money you make today, you spend it today and wait for the one that will come tomorrow to spend it that same day and go into debt that same day and wait for the one that will come tomorrow to solve the debt of yesterday. This is the cycle that many people are in today. And I'm here to tell you today that you are looking for passive income. And passive income is the kind of money that you can have such that after your day-to-day expenses, you still have enough left to be able to buy that car, to be able to go on that vacation, to be able to help people. So leverage boils down to what? People. Look at Awolowo. When he brought Coca-Cola to Nigeria, what did he do? He leveraged on people. Even though there were not enough people that drank Coke at the time, because the population was still, population is alive, like it grows. If you go to a database called population.now, something like that, and check the population of people right now, in 30 minutes time, go back and check again, the number has increased. And that is what it means to leverage on people. Obasanjo makes 1 naira from every 60 million subscriber of MTN. When MTN came to Nigeria, many of us did not have what it took to buy an MTN SIM card. Talk less of a phone. Today you can pick it. Today you have all the networks. In fact, you will still go and buy another MTN SIM next month, precisely. And this man is leveraging from the system. What other platforms leverage from other people? We have the banks. Look at what is happening today. The banks are leveraging from people. Look at another person who is a woman, because I've shared stories of men. There's a young lady in Nigeria who, when she was alone, working by herself and her personal efforts, nobody knew her. She amounted to nothing. Look at the rickety life she was living. Look at the low life car she was driving. But when this same lady, who we now know as Linda Ikeji today, because she's now popular, so we know her name now, then we didn't know her name. Linda Ikeji leveraged social media to create a blog where people can come and get updates on social information. Basically, she was sharing gossip with people. And in the space of about, I think it was about 8 years, Linda Ikeji bought herself a mansion in Banana Island worth 500 million. People say she was sleeping with men for money, but you know, whenever people don't know how to explain what just happened, they look for a negative solution to, or a negative explanation to it. That's why I used to tell people that I really want to get so rich to the point that people will say that I did blood money. Yes, that means I've really become so rich. Or people will say that she's sleeping with men for money and you are not doing that. That means you are really very rich. Or people will say, you know, and that's what happened to her. Look at Lekon of Pop Culture Big Brother. This boy came into the Big Brother Niger house looking haggard and tattered. People were like, who sent this one? Come here. It's in our Jegule show. Guess what? The guy won the show. Why? He had the most viewers, the most voters, the most followers. Dorothy was like the hot babe. Nengi was like the ajebo, the sexy, the everything. She didn't win. Neo was the energy god, very hyperactive. He didn't win. V was the most outspoken in the house, but that did not make her the winner. Guys, it is not about your skill. It's not about your special features or your special personality. The advantage that you are looking for that will make you rich is leverage. How many people are you leveraging on? So leave that one source of income that you are struggling with right now. Some of you say that you are under attack, but it is because that one source of income is taking care of transport, feeding, school fees, house rents, village people, NEPAC, everything, internet, that one source of income. But guys, guess what? If you can achieve, we've not even talked about medical bills. I mean, some people are just one medical condition away from going to their village. As in, by the time they sell their properties to take care of that medical condition, it might not even be you, might even be your relative. By the time you sell property to take care of it, you are broke. In fact, you will not be able to sustain yourself anymore. And that is the kind of emergency that people are waiting for. God forbid that such an emergency comes and you don't have enough money to take care of that and still be okay and still maintain your standard of living. So guess what? We are talking passive income here today so that you can take care of all of these needs and still be able to enjoy family time, time freedom, health freedom, age well. So from all that I've shared with you this evening, what am I trying to tell you to take away from this today? You need to create a business that is going to be like an income generating system for you. And what does it require? It requires you to apply the principle of leverage, delayed gratification. Peter was ready to take his time till it worked for him to become a business owner. So it took him about 8 years. But was it worth it? Guys, was it worth it? Was it worth it that he took about 8 years to get to that level? Let me see your response in the chat box. If it was worth it, type delayed gratification is key. If it was worth it, type delayed gratification is key. Also, another thing that you will see is compound interest. 100 naira seems like small money. 1 naira for Obasanjo seems like small money. 25 kobo for Awolowo seemed like small money. But that is the power of compound interest. As it starts to grow and grow and grow after so many years, it becomes a lot. It becomes a lot of money, guys. And that is why you want to put in the work. It's not about now. It's about when it's going to compound. What you are doing today, does it have the power to give you compound interests? Does it? Now, we also have the last one, residual income, which is the kind of money that you're going to make that you can now afford to travel around the world, live a life of luxury, help people. You cannot help people from your daily linear active income. No, you can't. You can't. You are actually running yourself down, okay? Now, as I take you into the details of this class, let's do a quick exercise, okay? I needed to prepare your mind before I show you the opportunity that we have put together for you today. Now, if I give you the option of taking one kobo that duplicates every day, now you have seen that, okay, I want to build a business system, and you are going to choose between one kobo that duplicates every day and 3 million naira. Which one will you go for? One kobo that duplicates every day and 3 million naira. Which one will you go for? Type your responses in the chat box now. 1 million, 1 kobo, sorry, 1 kobo and 3 million. If you're going to take 1 kobo, type 1K. If you're going to take 3 million, type 3M. 1K or 3M, which one will you take? Precious says 1K. Amesi says 1K. Stanley says 3 million. Ah, Ojukokoro. Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. Okay. Mishai Usidamen. I hope I didn't murder the name. Says 1K. Okay, now let's see. Okay, I see your responses. Now let's go. What happens to these two different scenarios? This is 1K in 15 days. It's just 163 naira. What a waste of choice, right? But the same 1K, if it continues to duplicate for another 16 days, what do we have? We have what? 10.7 million naira. It looks too good to be true, right? If it looks too good to be true, let me hear you in the chat. Does it look too good to be true? Type yes. Too good to be true. Type yes, yes. Too good to be true. Type it looks too good. Type yes. Wow. Mishai says yes. Wow. Yes. But you see, it was still the duplication taking place. There was no magic. Look at it now. 163 to 327 to 655 to 1,310 to 2,621 to 5,000, all up till it got to 10.7 million naira. Now that is how little compounds eventually. What have I tried to teach you with this? To put a concept behind that power of delayed gratification and compound interest. This is how residual income works. So how can you create residual income, aka passive income, aka leverage income? You can create it by having an intellectual property, like you can write a book, right? People can buy your book. Your book can be on Amazon for $3. And $3 is how much? 2,100 naira, which you might not even make a sale in 1 week. In fact, in a month, you might only sell 1 copy or 2 or 3. But after maybe 20, I don't know, after a while, you can make some good money from that book, right? Another way is music. Some of our musicians, their music goes into royalties, but you know, this is good, but the point is, do you have the talent for writing a book or music? How many people have that talent? Not that many. Another option is the principal leverage interest, things like the stocks, the bonds, treasury bills, you put money in the bank. Here, you will need a lot of money, right? Somewhere around 15 million naira and above to start to make some tangible interest. So imagine you put in something like 20 million naira in the bank, and in a year, the bank pays you like 2 million in a year. Many of you cannot afford to do that here because that 20 million is your life savings. If you put it in the bank to collect 2 million naira in a year, which means in a month, you'll be collecting somewhere less than 200K or 200K thereabouts. And for most people, that is like suicidal, you know, because you're going to keep on wondering, what if the bank shuts down? What if the bank can no longer pay? What if? Another option is what? So it's not for everybody. That means you have to get to a point in your life where 20 million naira is not a big deal for you to be able to do what we call principal leverage interest kind of passive income option. Now we have the real estate. You can go into real estate, right? You can build a house. It can take you several millions of naira. Thank you. To build a house can cost you about 200 million naira to buy the land and build it and then put in your tenants and then you start to collect rent. In your first 10 years, you've still not recovered the money you used to build the house. Hello? But it's a form of passive income, right? But it is very, very cost intensive. You have to have connections as well. You have to have the capability and the capital, okay? Now we have oil and gas, another option. Same thing, cost intensive. You have to have the capability. You have to be able to penetrate the cabal of oil and gas to get your own oil block. And even in the midst of that, this is highly volatile because you can lose your investments in a twinkle of an eye. Just one gas flaring or one fire outbreak, everything is gone. Same thing with real estate. Take, for example, what happened in Russia during the Russia-Ukraine crisis. Ukraine. There was one of the richest men in Ukraine then who was like the biggest lord in real estate in Ukraine. That man's income, he lost over $40 billion from that incident in Ukraine. But do you know one person that did not lose money in that time of the Ukraine-Russia crisis? Do you know one person that did not lose money? Let me see if anybody can guess. Do you know one person that did not, in the midst of the destruction and everything, do you know one person that did not lose money in that encounter? Can you type the person's name? Can you guess? One person who did not lose money in that encounter. Guess one person that did not lose money. Let me see. Anybody that can get it right, I feel dash you something this night. Who can get it right? I'm going to wait. Let me wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody. Okay. Now let me give you the answer. Oh, somebody say Mark Zook. You people are now copying answers. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, you were waiting for one person to type first. Mark Zook. Oh, Mark Zook. So the first thing that I typed in was Bridget. And then Mikai copied. But yeah, Mark Zuckerberg did not lose money. And that's because Facebook can follow you anywhere. If you enter anywhere you want to enter with your phone, Facebook is there. And that is the power of leverage. And that brings you to the 5th point, the human network systems. If you build a system around human networks, you can create passive income on a very low cost, no volatility. You don't require, it won't take you so much. There's no risk around it, literally. And you can start with nothing and grow massive income. And you can build for as long as people are being born. Guys, the human network systems is the easiest way for even the layman. And that is why I'm coming to tell you today that our economy has changed. So what worked back in the days in the Industrial Revolution cannot work today. We can't be talking about human network systems in 1980 when you write a letter and wait for 3 months to get a reply. But today, you can sit in the comfort of your house and send a message to somebody in Bahamas, and you guys will be talking, and before you know, you're doing a video call. In fact, there are a lot of crazy things are happening right now, and artificial intelligence is here already. We have the ChatGPT AI disrupting everywhere right now, and whenever technology disrupts, people will lose their jobs, and if people lose their jobs, wealth will be redistributed. Guys, connectors are the ones making money today. So create value through a duplicating system and you will make money. What are you connecting people to? Okay, now our plan to help you make leverage income is that we are going to show you through our vision, which is to raise financially free people who will raise other financially free people. And by 2024, we would have raised at least 50,000 multi-millionaires in the connected economy. And the goal is to create a family of millionaires who will use their monies to affect the world positively. Are you one of them? Now we're going to do this through mentorship. Okay, so we're in the business of changing lives. We are in the business of training and capacity building. So in case you're wondering, what is the business? The business is turning an ordinary man into an extraordinary millionaire. The business is selling your vision back to you. The business is working with you to help other people achieve their own dreams and change their lives. And we're going to do this in the connected economy through our own form of partnership, value, and leverage that has given us our own system. Who are our partners? We have several partners, from Nature's Way to DSM to Weather Global Nutrition to Ego Blocks, which is a real estate division of our partnership. And then, of course, the banks in Nigeria, the SON, Empowered Consumerism. Take a look at our Ego Blocks building structure. It's a game changer. Can you hear that? The house is insulated, it's fireproof, it's water resistant. It is the new technology, typhoon and earthquake proof. And that is what the world is looking for right now. So the new era of real estate is no longer the regular form of housing. Okay, and this can be done in 7 days. This is in Makurdi right now, not even Lagos, Makurdi. Okay.
1 bedroom in 7 days. 3-bedroom duplex completed in less than 30 days.
Fantastic.
This is the game changer.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, how do you like to be a part of this new revolution? So you're wondering now, how can I be a part of this movement? Guys, it's very simple. Your one-time shopping to available and usable products that you use every day, literally what you go to the market and shop for, you will shop it through our platform, and then that gives you access to partnership. So you're buying for your personal use, and then we work with you to make connections. Now, become a connector. 2 major concerns is, how do I become a connector and how do I connect people without having to do lots of talking and marketing and convincing? Some of you, that is what you saw that made you say, okay, I want to be in this meeting. Simply plug into our system, with your one-off purchase of daily home use products with a minimum of 79,990. And the company that we've partnered with has taken care of the manufacturing, shipping, operational technologies, marketing, warehousing, everything down to salaries have been taken care of by our partners. You are just a connector that will now be eligible to earn inside the 10% of the wellness industry in Africa, 42 billion naira revenue. See, you are sleeping on a gold mine. Open your eyes now. What's the sharing formula? 60-40. So it means that you, by virtue of your one-time purchase of daily usable products from, see, there's tea here. Many of us have drank milk and Milo tea today. There's coffee for the coffee lovers. There is supplements for the supplement lovers. There is toothpaste for the people that are brushing teeth, which I know everybody brush their teeth. Everybody brush their teeth, right? Feminine wash, masculine wash, everybody wants to stay healthy, you know, deep cleansing soap bar, all these products are there for you to use. And we also say that because they are not just regular products, they have been tested and trusted to come with efficacy in terms of the health benefits you get. So we're also saying that you don't have to wait until you fall sick before you will invest in your health. Part of the reason why you should run this business is that it gives you access to standard health care, which means you can take care of yourself without having to fall ill. Remember that the best form of health treatment is prevention. So prevention is better than cure. So don't wait until you are falling sick before your health is valued. And the products are going to give you just all of that. Amazing product. Now, without me wasting much time, this is thermal release patch for back pain, for rheumatism, for headache. This is energy diffuser. I don't want to dwell so much on it because you can get to learn more about our products after this meeting, right? But one thing you need to know is that these products have been built from years and years of research. And we have notable people who are using our products for protection, like the Eye Protect, from radiation and, you know, communicable diseases and what have you, right? Then we have our bracelet that neutralizes the harmful effect of electromagnetic radiation, supports and strengthens your immune system, stamina, endurance, and strength. This is the modern economy. Again, do you know that no disease, including cancer, can exist in an alkaline environment? Do you know? This research was done as far back as 1931. And so the first ever alkaline beverages was created by our partner company. And you can get products worth as much as 100,500 naira as a partner. You can also get access to quick training that will help you to build your business from the ground up in the next 24 hours worth 30,000 naira. You're going to also get a website for you to monitor your business from any part of the world worth 300,000 naira in the next 24 hours. So you get your username, your password, you sign in, and you can monitor your business from your phone. Now you can run this partnership with several portfolios and you can connect partners to over 200 countries, guys. And so when you have done your purchase of, let's say, the minimum package of 79,990, right? How do you make money from the connecting of people? We say you can connect without having to market, sell, or convince. Simply use our system. What is the system? A system will save you stress, time, energy, and money. So the system we have is, for example, we have what we call the contact recommendation system. We teach you how to recommend your contacts, and they will plug into a meeting like this, and we will break down the business opportunity to them, okay? And once they've seen the opportunity, they will want to also plug in to become connectors as well, and then grow their business also by recommending their own contacts. So you can give us as much as 50 names on your phone, which is not even up to half of the contacts that you have. But look at those 50 names and look at the 50 phones and the over 50 contacts in their own phones. We can use this to build a massive business network for you in the next 6 months, okay? We also have the third-party recommendation where it goes something like this. Hi, Felix, hope you are well. I came across a contact with an opportunity called the La Buena Vida Project. It's a business and financial growth initiative in Nigeria. They teach you how to raise capital without dropping collaterals. And I can't really explain much, but they will call you to give you all the details. Hope you are in town. You know, with a message like this, your friends are expecting our call. So we have professionals that can call them on your behalf and book them for a meeting, either physically or online, okay? We also have questionnaires that you can fill out physically or online as well. We pick up this response. So we can create questionnaire links for you, even online version that you can share with your friends, and they can fill those forms and we receive the responses, call them and book them for a physical meeting or an online meeting, and they can also become business partners with you. So you see how you can build your business network as well. As they plug in, they make their payment, you earn your commission, and your business is growing. We also have what we call the home launch or the office launch. With the home launch or the office launch, you can simply gather a few friends in your house. And once they're in your house, we'll be there to run the business presentation to them on your behalf. And this is because you don't even understand the system yet. So we're going to help you break it down to them. The goal is to keep doing this for you till you are confident enough to make money for yourself. Now, you can also share the presentation with your friends in a video format. We have short videos that explain the concept of this opportunity to your friends. They will watch it. If they have questions, put them on a phone call with us. We'll answer their questions, give them clarity, and get them on board. Some of you are here, you use data every day, but you don't make money online. We teach you how to share invitations with your friends on social media, on Facebook, and what have you. They can plug into the opportunity and partner with us, and you too can take advantage of the system and make money. So there are 6 different ways you can generate capital building this opportunity with us, and you can make as much as 280,000 naira in a day. All you require from you is to just what? Shop any of the packages, okay? So we have packages from, the bonuses that you can make from as high as 5,000 naira to as high as 150,000 naira in an instant. This is what we call the direct bonus. Now we have the binary platform where it gives you the matching bonus, the match sales bonus, where you can make 7,000 naira. Now, this 7,000 naira is what we call match sales bonus. But you know, this is where the real money is. So pay close attention, because my concern about this is for you to see the leverage in this system, for you to see the duplication in this system, for you to see the compounding interest in this system. And it starts with this 7,000 naira. So imagine you have somebody who shops the entry verse package, which is the same, the 79,990, right? Guess what? This is you at the top, okay? And if anybody connects with any of the packages, you earn a commission from the direct bonus, right? But let's talk about how the matching bonus works. We have worked with you. You've exposed your contacts to us, and we got Mr. A on board. We got Mr. B on board. You've made your direct bonuses. But guess what? You are eligible to still earn 7,000 naira. Now, 7,000 naira comes to you for every pair, for every 2 new purchases that is done through any of the friends you show your business to in the company. You earn a commission. So because of you, the company has met A and B, and you are eligible to earn 7,000 naira. But you see, you did not do this by your effort alone. It was our system that made it possible for you, okay? So that same system is what we are putting you through today. That system can help your friend A and B connect their friends C and D, E and F. So we're going to hold them in the hand and put in the work with you, so that A is now making money from connecting C and D, B is now making money from connecting E and F. But you know, the thing here is the matching bonus, which is 7,000 naira, which is where the duplicating income is, which is where the leverage income is. Gifted, I can see you writing on my screen, okay? Now, what happens is, it's good that you are still here, just pay attention, okay? What happens is that whenever there is 2 new connectors, or 2 new purchases, or 2 new pairs that's plugged into your business network, right? You are earning 7,000 naira. So 1 on the left and 1 on the right equals to 7,000 naira in this business. In mathematics, 1 plus 1 is 2. In the business of human leverage systems, in the area of what I'm showing you today, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 7,000 naira. Please, if you are following, go to the chat box and type 7,000 naira. Quickly, 7,000 naira. It starts to build up. 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 7,000 naira. 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 7,000 naira. So as I'm saying it, just be typing it for me, okay? 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 7,000 naira. 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 7,000 naira. 1 on the left, 1 on the right, 7,000 naira. CGHIJKLMN. You don't know them from Adam, but guess what? J on the left, K on the left, 7,000 naira. I on the left, L on the right, 7,000 naira. And it continues to pile up for you. But guess what now? Okay, I want you to pay close attention at this point. This 7,000 naira, you can make as much as 40 times in a day, okay? Nothing more than that. Now, imagine that you plugged in with the 1 portfolio and you can make 280,000 naira in a day, and that amounts to 1.9 million naira in a week. That means you can make 8.4 million naira in a month and 100 million naira in a year. But see, See, just look at worst case scenario. You started this thing and in your first 1 year, you didn't really do well and your business failed. At a 1% success rate, what do you have? You have 1 million naira approximately at a 1% success rate. Guys, don't focus on 280,000 because you know they say whatever you focus on expands, right? Now, for many of you, focusing on 280,000 naira is detriment to your mental health right now because you don't even make 280,000 naira in a month. Talk less of in a day. So you're going to see this as impossible, right? Focus on 1% success rate right now. If you fail and fail into this business, you would have failed into good money. So even if you did not do so well, in 1 year, you can make 1 million naira in a year. Then we also have the Neovas package. Now, the Neovas plan is special all the way up to the other packages because with the Neovas plan, you're going to have extra 2 portfolios given to you, which means the monies that should have been made by A and B in the previous illustration will be made by you as well. And it is special because there's what I call the Mastermind mentorship that will be given to you at the end of this session. For those who are going to be taking advantage of the Mastermind mentorship, you can get the Neovas package at 129,990. You get to save 109,000 naira. And this gives you 3 portfolios, which at a 1% success rate, you can make 2.8 million naira in a year. We have the Technovas plan as well. And for those who are going to be grabbing the Mastermind mentorship at the end of this class today, you will get the Technovas plan because it comes with extra 6 shops you can build your business with. And so every money that was made by the guys in this position before in the first illustration goes to your account. So even if you're not making 280,000 naira in each of these accounts, if you are only 1% successful, you can still make good money. But good news once again, for those who are going to stay to the end of the meeting and get the Mastermind mentorship, you will be getting the Neovas package at 259,990, not 599. So you get to save 299, approximately 300,000 naira. And at a 1% success rate, guess how much you're going to make in 1 year? 6.5 million naira in total in 1 year. Now think about this. If you took out approximately 260,000 naira from your emergency savings right now, and nobody even knows what's going to happen, and you can take advantage of this system through Zoom for the next 1 year to plug in 2 hours of your day to run this business for the next 1 year. But don't worry, we're going to show you how to make all of that happen through the Mastermind mentorship, right? And in the next 1 year, your 260,000 naira, which you were giving products for, grows into 6.5 million naira at the end of the year. Would you have said that you made a good business decision? Yes or yes? Type in the chat box, yes or yes, okay? Now we have the Digiverse plan, which gives you 15 portfolios. And with these 15 portfolios, you can have extra 14 accounts that can be eligible to make 280,000 naira in a day, right? But again, for those who take the Mastermind mentorship category at the end of this meeting, you can get the Digiverse plan not at 1.2, but at approximately 500,000 naira this night. You get to save 700,000 naira approximately. And it gives you 15 portfolios that even at a 1% success rate, you have failed. You still fail into 14 million naira at the end of the month. See, if you are not seeing very well, maybe you need to bring Google, and wear it now to look, right? Because it gets more interesting. We now have the Megaverse for the big boys. And this gives you 31 portfolios. What are you doing with multiple accounts? You are increasing your capacity to make more money from more shops in the business. And the more accounts you have, you increase the potential that your business can do in your first year. Even if it doesn't do so well, you can still make good money. Now, good news once again, for those who are going to be taking the Mastermind mentorship at the end of the session, you can grab the Megaverse plan at approximately 1 million naira, save about 1.5 million naira, and at a 1% success rate, you can make 31 million naira at the end of 1 year. Guys, even if you took that 1 million naira from your money for your building project, let's say you are building house now, as in the money you have now is so untouchable, it's for that building project and you have to finish it. If you use 1 million naira from there to start this business, in 1 year, it did not do so well, but we coached you, we held you in the hand, and you are able to get 1% success rate. You were so busy, you did not have time. There were some challenges you faced along the way in the business. Some persons did not connect, some persons connected, it just didn't go well. At a 1% success rate, you still have 31 million naira to walk away with. Is that good or very good? Summary of the 1% income potential as I wrap up. Is that good or very good? Take a screenshot of this part of my screen because you're going to need it when I'm making my selection. Is it good or very, very good? I say very, very fantastic. Very, very amazing. For something that you started like a joke. Somebody shared the link with you. You find yourself in a Zoom meeting and they are seeing this. Is it possible? It is. How does it work? Just get activated. Let's get to work with you. And in the next 3 months, at least, you can start to see major progress in your business. And we can run what we call like a 12-week plan with you. In your first 12 weeks, we are even sure that at the 10% success rate, you can make 2.8 million naira in your first 12 weeks just by working with you to do the worst case scenario where you are able to only connect 2 partners in your first month. And we work with each of your 2 new partners to connect their 2 new partners in your first week, which can be done in 24 hours. This meeting is going to hold tomorrow again by 7 p.m. And guess what? If you start your business tonight and we plug your friends through the contacts you exposed to us to the next meeting holding even tomorrow morning or afternoon or evening, you would have signed up your first 2 new partners in one day. Guys, open your eyes, okay? So if you're able to connect your first 2 and work with your 2 to connect their 2, at a 10% success rate in 12 weeks, you can make 2.8 million naira. So having seen this opportunity right now, where do you belong to? You look at solution finder, or you're still skeptic, or you're still feeling proud? You know, I want you to come down from your high horse and realize that you have found a solution that we can work with you to make it work. And of course, you don't need to blame anybody again, not even your village people. This business is bigger than village people, and I will show you why. Right? Because people are usually unwilling to, they want their circumstances to change, right? But they are unwilling to improve themselves. Therefore, they remain bound. So it's not about village people, it's about you. Do you want to improve yourself? Then get away from the shackles of the thoughts that you're having in your head. That inner demons you are fighting with right now, they don't come again. Should I not? What do you see on your screen? Credit alerts. People are still making money. This is my mentor. When he started this business, he was nothing to write home about. Today, his friends cannot come close to him. Some of you will need to separate yourself from your friends to be able to understand this system and how it works. See transformation, guys. See transformation is not even a joke, but it took him about 6 years to get to this place. Did it happen overnight? No. So whether you do the business or not, the time will pass. And if you want to know what the next 4 years will look like for you, calculate the last 4 years. That is how the next 4 years will look, bro. Because bag of rice is still increasing. Internet fee is still increasing. School fees is still increasing. Transportation fare is still going to increase. It will not drop. Okay? So we are still facing the same problems that we've been facing 4 years ago. So the earlier you start to work on your finances now, the better. See Mrs. Deborah, a nurse by qualification, but when she saw this opportunity, she wanted to raise money to set up her poultry farm. And she was down to her last card. In fact, her last card was short of 1,000 naira to complete for the money she needed to use to start her business. But she went all in. Because as a mother of 3, what can you possibly do that will give you time for your children and still be able to make you make money? So she figured, if I can do this from the comfort of my home, I can raise enough capital to now have my poultry in my backyard. In about 3 months, she had raised 750,000 naira, and she set up a 5,000 capacity poultry farm in her house there in Masaka, where she was living. She went on to help other women in her locality to raise capital from this business to launch out their small businesses. But today, she is not a common poultry farmer. In fact, she has outgrown that business. She is now a millionaire creator. She is creating millionaires, not in the poultry, that's chicken. Choose one. My mentor was telling her, who is also her mentor, he was telling her, do you want to raise chickens or do you want to raise people? You want to raise men? Human network systems about raising men. Madam Deborah went all in to build her business network with the help of the Mastermind mentorship. And she was able to launch that car for herself, took her husband on an all expenses paid trip, got this opportunity. Many testimonies abound in the system we're sharing. This is Lola, a young lady who was a copper at the time in Plateau State, Jos. She was she went into fresh food produce. Somebody recommended this opportunity to her. She started the business. 4 years down the line, having lost her dad in between, was left together for her 2 siblings all by herself because her mother had died many years ago. This was a car she gave herself as a gift in 2020, in the heat of lockdown. People were crying, no money. People were losing their jobs. People are buying car. She bought the car for herself as a birthday gift. This car is not ₦1. It's 8-figure car. Mr. Ifeanyi Ozani, PhD degree holder, master degree holder, on to PhD, living in an uncompleted building. But this opportunity was shown to him by a friend, called him and said, see, I have something to share with you. He was down to zero, but he pushed himself to find a way to borrow money to grab the mastermind mentorship. Today, he is a globetrotter, travels the world for fun, and he also takes his teammates to do the same. Of course, was able to marry, bought his first car, and then, of course, they say, follow who no road. With the help of his mentor, Ambassador Bianifo Esimai, he was able to buy a similar car as his mentor, a Porsche. And this another young guy, Sam Weke, just 24 right now, but this guy is pulling massive weight. See, you don't have any excuse not to do this, because all you need right now is the mastermind mentorship. Money is not your problem. Time is not your problem. Your problem is you putting your hands in the hands of the masterminds and saying, hold me in the hands and work with me. Samuel was an ordinary bricklayer in Abuja, ordinary bricklayer. If he could do it, in fact, in 18 months, he raised a lot of money to be able to buy that car gift for himself. This guy came from a humble background, and he said that he's going to punish poverty. If you meet Samuel now, you say, Samuel will tell you how much is money. We are going to buy it. We are going to buy money itself. Now that is the mentality. And this was him when he bought the car. He was sharing his story. You know, he was in tears, literally. He couldn't even comprehend how God has changed his life through this opportunity with the help of the mastermind mentorship. This can be you as well, okay? And we are very much interested in your success, because this is powered by the vision that we have. See another car launch by Ambassador Sharon Anthony, a barrister by training. But guess what? She was able to buy herself this car gift. And see how her daughter is just feeling so excited, just watching her mom, you know, driving. This is something you want to do for your, oh my God. Think about your children. Think about the kind of life you want to give them. Do you like the life your parents gave you? Do you like it? If you don't like it, you have to do something. If you do nothing, nothing will change. You will literally just repeat the same things that your parents did. And nobody wants that. We all have big dreams. And your big dreams are possible with money. Okay, we have VIP partners here who are running this business because they understand that what money creates more money. That's why the rich are getting richer. We have governors, we have senators, we have commissioners, we have people in the elite class doing the business. We even have Obasanjo as a partner here as well, connecting and making money. Okay, so pastors, bishops, Charles, Alban, Kanwan, just to mention a few. Your concerns as I wrap up, does it really work? But you know what? If you have seen something amazing, and you want the mastermind mentorship, go to the chat right now and type mastermind mentorship. Go to the chat right now and type mastermind mentorship. Does it really work? Yes. Do I need to convince people? I have said it 1 million times. No. Just plug them into the mentorship of our organization. We will show them the opportunity on your behalf, and you don't need to convince them. Do I need to sell or market? No. Will it work for me? Just follow the system. It worked for Samuel. It worked for Paul. It worked for Didi. It worked for a lot of names I can't even go into mention. Architect Moses, Imelda, Mary Oko. It worked for all of them because they plug into the mastermind mentorship. Do you need to put in a lot of your time? No. If you can at least spare 2 to 4 hours daily or at least 10 hours in a week, you can run this system. Some people started this business as full-time bankers, but they were able to raise enough capital from this business that they were not even making 4 times their salaries from this business. Is there any financial risk? No. Because if you wait, you pay money for a lot of things that you don't even make any profit from. Some of you have already stocked up your house right now because of the elections. You spent thousands of naira to stock up your house. But most of the things that you bought, the company cannot give you any form of incentive or even thank you. But you patronize them every time. And when it is finished, you go back and buy again. But when you access this partnership, you receive products that you can use, and you will constantly get value from the company in form of little commissions here and there for every time somebody purchases their products through you. Many of us have referred people to companies and products that we have used many years before now and have never been reimbursed or even appreciated. But this is the same thing you're going to do here. Purchase this toothpaste brand instead of the one that you've been using. Purchase this tea brand instead of the one that you've been using. but it comes with an extra benefit of extra income. There is no financial risk whatsoever. As a matter of fact, you risk losing millions of naira 1 year from now if you don't start your business today. And of course, I want you to, if you want to go and think about it, what are you thinking about? A wise man once said, that's Richard Branson. He said that whenever you're being shown an opportunity and you don't know what to do, you just have two choices to make, right? So the question you normally need to ask yourself is, what do I stand to gain versus what do I stand to lose? Okay, so if what you stand to gain is more than what you stand to lose, you're going to have to jump on that opportunity and figure it out, right? But if what you have to lose is more than what you're going to gain, dump it and run. Guys, I have shown you so many things you can benefit from this opportunity. So you have different ways you can partner with us with the normal membership, 79,990, 129, and then the VIP partnerships as well. Okay. And if you choose to start your business with us, I will give you a word of advice as I wrap up. I'm going to make a selection for just 2 people that can be given the mastermind mentorship offer. 2 people from this meeting. It's not for everybody because we have other mentors you can work with. But in the event you choose to run this business, whether with a mastermind or not, don't try to explain this business to anyone. Don't do it. You will fail before you start. Commit yourself first by making your payment so that you can be plugged into the first immediate training. The training will arm you to run the business well and strictly use the system, not yours. Fear is temporary, right? But if you choose to miss the opportunity to start now, you will forever regret it. Think about the opportunity that you have missed 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You don't want to be in a place where 7 years later, 10 years later, your children will ask you, Daddy, there was some time my friends are telling me about one La Buena Vida. How come you are not part of it? Because they traveled for one trip last month. They said because of La Buena Vida. You don't know about it. And you remember that you sat in a meeting where it was talked about and you missed the opportunity to do it, okay? There's a young lady, as I wrap up, she had this situation where there was no job and they told her that the reason why she does not have a job is because of her village people. So she sought the attention of a native doctor and the man said, I'm going to look into your future. Sorry, give me 1 minute. The man said, I will quickly look into your future and see what is there for you. And as he looked into her future, he realized that it was a terrible future. And he said that he will make an incantation so that this millipede will move and they'll start beating the drum. Wherever the millipede ends up is going to be her future. And instead of beating the drum, the millipede was almost in the bright future and he turned back into the terrible future. And the lady picked the millipede by herself, matched it, destroyed it, and put it in that bright future. Because why? She realized that her future was in her hands, not in anybody's hand. You can decide the future that you want, okay? So if you're ready to create your future, the secret to get success in this opportunity is to get started. There is no other way. I want to think it, I want to this, I want to that, you can never know if you're going to be successful if you don't start. All right. So you can work with an emerging leader and in a space of 18 months, you can hit #1 million monthly. You can work with a global leader in a space of 12 months, you can hit #1 million monthly. And of course, either of these 2 guys are good, but the best of the best is reserved for last, which is the mastermind mentorship. In a space of 6 months, you can hit #1 million, guys. What are you waiting for? This is an offer you cannot resist because the mastermind offer comes with a lot of things bundled in it. Okay, and these are amazing leaders who have track record of success with experience of over 20 years in our industry put together. There is no problem you will ever have in this business and you present it before these guys and they will not have an answer to it. When I saw these people, I say, oh, the caliber of people I'm going to have as my inner circle is amazing. I am in. I'm going to make you an offer courtesy of the mastermind category of mentors. If you start your business today, you're going to be among the first 5 persons that have been selected today. So like I said, we have only 2 slots left for today. And if you plug in the next set of 5 that will be selected from tomorrow morning session or afternoon session or evening session can be used to support your business. Again, you will receive products worth over 100,000 naira. You will receive amazing for your personal use. You will get access to the Quick Start Guide program for the next 6 months. It is 300,000 naira. We're going to get it for free. You will get access to the exclusive IPO trainings for the next 12 months, once every month. It is 350,000. You're going to get it for free. You will get a personalized website in the next 24 hours. It's 300,000. We're going to get it for free. This is what it looks like, right? You will have this access to this offer. And guys, there's so much embedded in the mastermind offer that you're going to be getting for free. If you can start right now, it also means you're going to be eligible for the all expenses paid travels that we're going to have coming up this year. The first of them is to Singapore. We also have Seychelles lined up, and you can be on one of those trips. Now, this offer is not going for 2.4 million and 6,000 naira, not at all. Not even 2 million naira, not even 1 million naira. Like I said, guys, it is coming to you on a platter. Everything put together will cost you just 49,990. Pick up your phones right now. Pick up your phones right now. The first 2 persons that can make their payments right now, at least we can give you what we call the starter pack privilege. It means that you are in. You are in with your 2 legs. You are in with your 2 legs. Now, whatever package you want to run, maybe it's the Digiverse that you like, the one of 1 million, and you want that promo, but you don't have the money now. Pay 49,990 now. You can complete the balance of 950K. But if you miss this, when you are ready, you will pay more. And you can still make up to 280,000 naira daily in this business. Use it to kickstart your journey. Connect to a mentor. Let us help you get started now. And in case you're still thinking that you have other better options, guys, look closely. With 200 million naira in real estate, you can make only 6 million naira in a year. But do you have 200 million naira right now? Or do you want to wait for another 4 years to hammer overnight? One day you just have 200 million naira and then you start your life. Or do you want to try treasury bills and you can hammer 50 million naira before 2023 ends? If you did not hammer it last year, I don't know if that same thing you did last year is how you're going to hammer it this year. I don't know. But that will probably give you somewhere around 6 million naira in a year. Or do you want to start this business with just 49,990 and you can hit 6 million naira in the next 1 year? Wake up and smell the coffee. Okay, so as I wrap up, if you have any questions in the chat box, drop them now. Let us get you started on the best offer that you have ever seen since this year started. February 23rd, 2023, 23/02/23. Mark today's date. 1 year from now. Today is a special day, actually, and it's for that special person who can lock in their slot to get started. And there's a countdown timer to the selection for you to be in the mastermind category. Fantastic. I see your messages. Mastermind, but it's for just 2 people. And who are these 2 people? The first 2 people that can make their payments into the company's account will get the mastermind mentorship. I am counting down. Pick out your phones right now. Open your mobile app. If you're using mobile app, but if you don't have a mobile app and you want to use USSD code, chat the person that sent you the link to the meeting room now. Say, give me the account for USSD code. But if you're using your mobile app, you can make a transfer into this account now and you get the mastermind slot. Just 2. Other persons who want to run the business, it's going to be on a first come, first serve basis. So the people that are giving the mastermind category, the mastermind mentorship are what we call category A partners. Now we have category A, B, and C. So when you come on category B, you can start the business. Those who come on category C will be used to support those who come on category B. And of course, those in category B will be used to support those on category A. That's how it works, okay? So it's first come, first serve. But for now, just 2 persons can grab the category A partnership because we already exhausted our slots for today and we have just 2 left. All right? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Drop your questions. Take a screenshot. Chat, make your payments. Come back here, say done. Ask me your questions. The meeting has ended. We started about 7:10. It is 8:16. So like 1 hour, 5 minutes or thereabout. But ask me your questions. If you don't have any questions, I think it sounds like you are ready to get started. And the best time to start is now. All right.